Hello and welcome to Clusters. After spending 2 to 3 years in Ephesus, preaching the gospel and winning many for the Lord, Paul is on the move again at the beginning of chapter 20. And so he gathers the members of the church together and encourages those he's leaving behind. He then journeys through Greece and Macedonia, finally arriving back in Philippi, where he hooks up with a number of others, including once again Luke, the author of Acts. Some of these go on ahead, while Paul and the others set sail later. They meet up in Troas on the west coast of modern-day Turkey, but some way north of Ephesus. Paul's only there a short time and seems to want to teach the gathered disciples everything he knows. And so he pulls an all-nighter. On and on he preaches, passing midnight in a warm, stuffy room with the lamps burning. And, well, what about poor Eutychus? He falls asleep while sitting on the windowsill by an open window and falls onto the street below to his death. Shock and horror, however, give way to joy as God raises Eutychus back to life through Paul. This doesn't stop him, though, and he carries on preaching till dawn. The next day, Paul sets off again, this time south, where he preaches on several of the Greek islands before finally landing at Miletus, a Greek city in what's now southwestern Turkey. Crucially, it wasn't far from Ephesus. Now, it shows just what affection Paul held the church in Ephesus in, as he summons the elders to give them his final advice, warnings and encouragements in what he believes to be their last ever meeting. For this reason, it ends quite emotionally before Paul heads back to Jerusalem, which he hopes to reach by Pentecost. Spend some time going through Paul's farewell address. What's his main teaching? What does he warn them about? And how does he encourage them? And what can we learn about the church, the world, and our own relationship with our saving God? Well, that's it for this week. A slightly shorter introduction than usual, but a great passage to be studying. There'll be another Clusters video and study available next Sunday looking at Acts 21. But until then, have a great cluster.